How's it going, my friends? We're going to be playing a little bit of Port Royale 4. This is a game that I have been meaning to play for so damn long, and I just never really got around to it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get into it here. Let's take a look. Make sure that this is actually properly streaming. All right, I think so. All right, let me take a look. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, welcome aboard. Again, welcome aboard. This is not something that we were expecting to play, but I am going to jump in and actually play a little bit today. So first of all, I think, let me lower the volume. Is it just me or is sound a bit loud? Yeah, let's get that down over here. And I'm going to go ahead and just load a currently saved game I have. I'm very new to the game. I have taken a look at some of the tutorials, but the thing about Port Royale 4 is the tutorials are quite long. This is not a super easy game. There's definitely aspects to it that you need to go through the tuts for. So for now, we're really focusing on expanding our wonderful trading company. We haven't even bought any property yet, but that's something we are going to do very soon. How's it going, Robert Roberts? Yes, indeed. Long time no stream. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've actually already delivered some goods to Nueva Filipinas. We are playing as the Spanish, and our home port is Seville. Not Seville in Spain, but Seville in, of course, the New World here, Central America specifically. So we're going to take a look, and what we want to try and find out is what other colonies need and what our current colonies have. So I could actually purchase building permission here in Nueva Filipinas for 25,000, and eventually I can actually start building goods here and, you know, generating an income out of my businesses. But I think for now, I'm going to just keep it very straightforward and kind of see what they're cultivating. They're cultivating fruit. So if there's any other area, Havana in Cuba, I'm just kind of looking for different areas that might need fruit. What would be perfect is if Sevilla needed fruit. Unfortunately, it's producing a whole bunch. What it does need is vegetables and pastries. And of course, if we can increase the happiness in Seville, it's really going to go better for us. Our businesses are going to do better. Just everything is really going to come out a lot better. Now, the hemp is quite common here in Valladolid, but a lot of the times places like Havana and Evangelista actually do need hemp. I'm taking a look right here. These guys have coffee, and that could absolutely be valuable. Let's see. So they've got a lot of cocoa production, and let's just take a look and see if anybody needs cocoa. So we're kind of just going around. Another thing that I know for sure is that since we just sold or just gave a bunch of rum to Nueva Filipinas, their rum is going to be extremely cheap. I could actually just kind of buy it back from them. So that's something I think I'm going to do. They have a surplus. So let's just buy a ton of rum off these guys. We just filled up, well, a nice portion of our ships with it, but we can only buy 55. As you can see, rum is not easy to come by. I'm also going to see if Havana has some rum, because if it does, then maybe we'll stop by here and actually pick some up. So they've actually been poorly supplied with rum for a long time, as well as clothing and meat. So I'm going to see if we can't purchase some clothing and meat here at Nueva Filipinas. Let's see, we do have, I don't think there's any meat. Nope, no meat. What about clothing? No clothing either. Man, that's rough. Okay. Make rum. Yes, that's absolutely something we might do. We haven't decided what business we're going to go for yet, but Robert Roberts has the correct idea. We're going to purchase a business over here in Seville, and we're going to start producing something. Now, what I'm thinking we could do is just go back to Seville and sell the rum. Having to go all the way to Havana to sell it is kind of frustrating, but I'm going to just trust one ship going there to Havana, and I'm going to send my other two back to Seville. First, I'll see if there's anything else here I can really purchase that the people in Seville need. And they need fruit. And again, they don't really have fruit. They also need beer. And again, these guys don't really have much beer. So we might be better off going to Havana to purchase those things. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will be back to Seville, but now we're plotting a course for Havana, my friends. Let's get started. All of our ships are headed that way. Would like to have purchased more things, but again, sometimes it's best to just go with your gut and take what you can. In this case, I certainly think that's the right thing to do. Power up to Havana and see what they have for sale. Now, one beautiful thing about this game, amongst others, is the storm system. If somebody knows how to bring it up, we can essentially see what major storms are occurring in the ocean at any given time. So, of course, that will sometimes increase the value of our goods if we're willing to go through, you know, horrifying storms, of course. Wouldn't recommend it, but it is something we can do. All right, let's go ahead and drop off some of these goods. Sell some goods in Cuba. All right, here we go. And they actually have quite a lot of beer here. So there we go. We paid about 9,000. We're going to make 13,000. It's not bad. But keep in mind that we also have to pay the salary of our shipmates. There's a lot of different purchases going on here that quite often take a lot. Robert is saying, didn't all Spanish trade have to be shipped and taxed in Seville before returning to the New World? Quite possibly, yeah. But this Seville is, of course, the Seville in the New World, not Seville, Spain. It should be called New Seville, but what do I know? So let's take a look here. They've got a lot of different commodities, but what I really want to do is make the people in my hometown of Seville happy. So I want to take a look here. They desperately... Hold on. Has dropped so low. So actually, we could purchase tobacco here. This is why we're going to have to separate our fleet. As dangerous as that is, I think that's exactly what we have to do. So let's send this guy back to try and pick up all that tobacco while we kind of decide what we want to do with the rest of the fleet. The French are showing up, but thankfully, currently, the French are not at war with anybody. We are working with the Spanish, but to be able to take on ships in this game, to be able to fight enemy ships, from what I understand, we actually need, I believe it's a letter of merchant, a letter of oh, come on, one of you guys will know. It basically gives you permission to attack ships from other nations. And we currently don't have that permission. In fact, we don't have any cannons on our ships right now. We're very peaceful. We're just a trading company. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you're expecting right off the bat a bunch of gunfire and death, that's not going to happen, unlike a lot of my other streams. How you doing, Fat Cat from Florida? A Fat Cat from Sweden, sorry. You should supply Florida with mass amounts of alcohol for the future. Those poor Florida people will need it. Oh my goodness. I think Floridians get by with just fine with what they've got. All right, let's see. I'm actually going to pause a bit here because I want to take a look there. They've got a lot of beer, and this is one commodity that can be worth quite a bit. So they need clothing and meat. Who needs beer? In fact, we might be looking at Florida here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any ports in Florida herself. All of the ports seem to be over here on the coast of Mexico, actually. And Texas. Well, Texas, Mexico, and the rest of Central America really goes all the way down. We've got ports in El Salvador. We've got ports in Granada. So there's just a bunch. But I want to see here at Corpus Christi in Texas. We're allowed to trade. They need cacao, they need chocolate, they need coffee, they need cloth. Are we going to be making a trip to Texas, folks? I think we might. Let's take a look here at the commodities. They need clothing, cloth, and ropes. I know there's a lot of ropes in Seville. Hemp, ropes, just a lot of ropes in general. The problem is to get all the way there. It's going to be quite a trip, guys. Really is. I think we probably want to stick to Sisal, these areas over here south of Seville, if we need to. Let's take a look and see what they need. And yes, this game requires a lot of checking, so they do need beer. And I'm pretty sure that these guys have beer and a lot of it. So let's go ahead and purchase some. Finally, a purchase I can agree on here. Let's try and fill up our holds with as much beer as possible. Jamaica is now the only country without red, white, or blue on their flag. Yeah. That's right. That's an interest. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, good point. All right, they need hospitals. We are not currently in a position to build hospitals. All right, let's go ahead and purchase that beer. I think I bought all of it. So we're going to pause just a little bit because I want to check, you know, what else they need down there. What else could we sell them? They want beer, of course. What else does Sisal need? Luxury items and vegetables. So let's try and buy some vegetables or luxury items. We'll go ahead and take the Pegasus here. Anybody else seen the Pegasus? Let's see. Vegetables. Oh, we can buy a few. There's not a lot. And they're quite expensive. And then luxury items. Ooh, they've got a lot of luxury items. This is going to be our most expensive purchase yet. So I hope we come out on top. As you can see, we are taking quite a lot of different things here to sell. And of course, he's going to have to go by himself. We could send a convoy, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to have these guys do their own thing. So we're going to have him head down to Sisal to begin selling quite a lot of commodities, man. Take another look here at Havana. And really at their production chain. So they do have coal, pottery, bricks. Let's see if Seville needs any of those things. I think we're just going to head to Seville to try and purchase that tobacco. It's worth quite a lot. Let's see the production here. We could also just kind of take a risk. They're not getting a lot of commodities overall, so you know what? I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and just purchase some commodities for Seville. So let's go and buy commodities, tobacco, chocolate, etc. Hopefully the people there will be able to afford it. They're quite poor at the moment. Okay, let's see. You know what? Rum is really cheap here, so I'll buy some rum. And I'll bring that to Seville. Eventually, we are going to start purchasing actual businesses here, guys. And I think the first place we need to do that is over here at Seville herself. The problem is we need to make sure that the happiness in port is high enough for us to even be able to buy different locations. Over time, we also have to increase population here. So, as you can imagine, this takes some time. Now, we were going to purchase a bunch of tobacco here. So, let's go ahead with the Renegade. And then we have to find a place to sell it. That's not tobacco. Although some people may mistake it for tobacco, and funny things will occur. Good morning, Jarl. How you doing, buddy? Mauritania had to add some red borders to theirs, so yeah. Port Royale is essentially a cash-focused version of Mountain Blade with boats, isn't it? It says Fat Fat from Sweden. I don't know yet. I genuinely have not played enough to make it to really give you an opinion on the game. By the way, these guys have a lot of clothing in Seville. I'm buying all of it and taking that back with the Renegade to Nueva Filipinas. So, actually, we might have to take it to Havana. Let me see which one needs it. Yeah, Havana needs it, sorry. So we'll take it to Havana, rum and clothing. This is awesome. As long as these guys make it there, it's the Brits! Don't attack us! Just a merchant, we're good, we're good. The rest of these guys are going to their destinations, and I think pretty soon here we will consider buying a property. But of course, we need to come out, you know, correctly with these investments. Everything needs to go well, and I'm not so sure that's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. Hold on one sec. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to kind of close browsers to see if we can improve the stream speed. If there is any issues with speed on the stream, tell me right away, because that way I can get started on trying to fix them. So there we go. There we've got the storm view that I told you guys about. We can actually see cyclones forming in the ocean. Pretty amazing stuff, and obviously going through these really deep ocean parts is extraordinarily dangerous. There's just no other way to look at it. Let's take a look here. First of all, to Sisal with the Pegasus. And that's right, we're selling luxury items, beer, and vegetables. Cerveza. Nothing goes as planned in Port Royale 4. Oh, good. I like games like that, to be honest. All right, let's go ahead and sell everything we got. Here are the veggies. 7 grand for the veggies. The luxury items, there they are. Look at that, 59 grand for the luxury items. What was the final thing we brought? It wasn't pastries, was it? No. It wasn't tobacco. Already sold that. What is wrong with me? Beer. You can see it over here on the right side. I'm just now seeing that. All right, so let's sell the beer as well. Not bad. 163. I think before we had 180. So just on the first sale, we're getting awfully close to breaking even here. Let's see that second sale with the Walrus. She's got 53 rum. That rum has to go to Nueva Filipinas, of course. And over here, the Renegade can sell his tobacco and clothing at Havana. And then I want to actually take a look at the city of Havana herself, see how she's doing in terms of happiness, things like that. In fact, the more we trade with these places, I don't want to say that our trades specifically improve the economy, but they kind of do. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. Let's also sell some tobacco. Where is the tobacco to sell? Where are you? No, that's cocoa. Although there is a massive cocoa farm on the other side of Cuba here. There we go. And tobacco we didn't get much for. That's okay, though. Let's see, 190. So we're already over. We are already over, which is nice. Pretty soon here, I might consider purchasing a business. Let's take a look here at the Pegasus. And let's see what they've got. Now, at any point, we could get building permission. In this town, a commodity is abundant, so luxury goods are currently abundant here. And if we need luxury goods anywhere else, this is a quick way to bring in some cash. Unfortunately, people really need pastries and other things. Not so much the luxury goods. We're looking down here. You can see that in the red, kind of what they need. And the thing is, when you've got luxury goods that cheap, it's always good to pick them up. But I'm going to say no for now, and I'm actually going to head to our home port. Let's go to Seville. Sevilla. All right, let's go. And in Havana, again, I want to check Havana quickly here. I wouldn't mind getting some building permission here. And again, they desperately need rum and they desperately need meat. So I'm thinking that for the first business in Seville, I really think we're going to go for a rum farm or sugarcane farm, basically. So let's keep on moving here and get that sugarcane farm. I think I want to make that purchase first. I haven't given you guys a good enough view of the ship, like, travel in this game either, because it is quite pretty. There are storms, different things like that. Although I do wish that the storms were a little more, you know, ferocious. They're not that scary in this game. You kind of have to tell by this to know that there's a cyclone in the area and that alone could mean the death of your ship. So just something to keep in mind. Not a game changer, though. Now, wait a minute. I'm a little scared here. We've got one vessel, right? Got two vessels. Where's our third? ¿Dónde está Barco 3? Okay, we may have lost some, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to check. We're gonna have to check a little bit closer. Maybe he docked. You can dock over here, but I don't believe we have any ships currently docked here. Ah, I see him. I see him. He's right on the coast there. Whoa, that scared me. Usually you do get some sort of warning that pirates are attacking. So let's take a look. What has he got here for commodities? Now, again, you know, the Nueva Filipinas desperately need the rum. I don't know if they're alcoholics. I think they just like to relax. But let's go ahead and sell it to them. And as you can see, look at that. 198. Quite nice. Let's just see what they've got a lot of here. And they do have a lot of rum. But let's see if it's now no longer a commodity or... Let me see. Nope. They still need it. They also still need wood, vegetables, and meat. So just a lot of different stuff here. Now, what does Havana need? I think just meat, really. I wonder if we should go ahead and... What do you guys think? Should we build a business in Havana? Or should we just stick to Seville for our businesses? In fact, I'm going to go ahead right now. Go to Seville. And begin constructing some new things. We could assist the residents by getting hospitals, things like that. But that takes time. We're not going to go for that right away. Let's go for business first. I think business is most important. So sugar is what I want. A nice sugar farm. And this is cropland. So we want to try to keep it away from any settlements. Away from the people, basically. So something like that. Nice. But keep in mind, every time we build this, that's going to be 25,000 gold. It's a bit expensive. So I think I'm just going to build 2 here. And keep things pretty simple. If 4 businesses are connected to form a large farm, it will receive a production bonus. So this is definitely something we should think about, is eventually getting that production bonus by building some additional farms. Currently, we don't have enough workers, but that's going to change. And one way to make that change, well, is to simply improve conditions in Seville. They need all sorts of different things. In fact, everybody seems to need the same things. Beer, vegetables, and meat. Everybody needs meat right now. In fact, I think we've got beer here in Havana. So let's purchase some with the Renegade. Cerveza. Look at that. Not bad. Pastry and vegetables. Okay. And again, each time we get this to this particular area, it's going to help us out a little bit. No vegetables as far as I can tell. Nope. What about pastry? We do have a little bit of pastry here in Havana. And that is considered a luxury resource, obviously all the way out here in the subtropics. Let's take a quick look here. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you, Vic Choppin. And by the way, sorry guys, once again, the damn phone has failed me, so I'm just going to kind of alt-tab every now and again, because I didn't even see Vic's comment. The more built up the economy is, the more higher-end goods they will demand. So if you get a town's needs met, there is big bucks to be made in the long run. Thank you, Jarl. Very interesting. Yeah, digging patrician 4. It's okay. I think I like I do like the idea, but the execution I seem to fail at quite a lot. All right, let's head to Sevilla. And in the same time, I'm going to take the Pegasus here and see if Sevilla has anything I can purchase, which we could use elsewhere. So how do the businesses work, if you could tell us, Jarl? Like, for instance, do those sugar plantations give me free sugar? Or do they lower the prices of sugar? How does that work? I'm guessing they would lower the price, right? For instance, right now, a lot of workers here. I didn't even realize we could transport workers. Oh, it's not slaves, it's sailors. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm not going to purchase any of those now. Hemp is needed just about everywhere, so we're going to purchase 36,000 though for hemp. Seems like a bit much. Get some coffee. Delicious. Yeah, it does seem like a bit much. Let me just check before I do any purchases. So they need meat and wood. They need meat and wood as well. Man, we should have looked at the meat possibilities for businesses here. Let's see if they have any meat. Okay, they do. So we got very lucky there. Let's purchase that. 20,000 for meat, but people are desperate for it. And let's see if there's any wood. Actually, didn't check. No. We're not making the most out of our holds here. We're just taking like smaller amounts. We could of course fill the hold up to 500, but we just don't have purchases like that to make at the moment. I think over time we will. We've got cotton here quite cheap. Let's take a look-see. Oh, they got it real cheap. We're gonna buy a hell of a lot of cotton. I just need to figure out what to do with it. That's the most we've had of any one resource. 223. So who needs cotton? Oh, they need it in Trinidad, I believe. No, maybe not. So what's this I'm seeing? Because over here, that red, doesn't that suggest that they need that good? I think that's what it is. So let's head to Trinidad. Of course, to go to Trinidad, we're going to have to get on the other side over here of the island. Pretty scary. We are, however, remaining in fair winds. We're not going into any dangerous areas. So overall, I think this is kind of the right approach. Hey, lazy boy. How you doing, man? When am I going to stream Tarkov? Eventually. I will stream that specifically on Twitch. All right, let's sell that cotton off. Hopefully it's a nice little profit. Grip my nose hemp prices. Yeah, I wonder how that happened. Okay. So here we go. Let's get... I'd actually rather deliver it to Havana. I'm being so disloyal to Nueva Filipinas. No, let's deliver to Nueva Filipinas. They need meat too, and just because they're a smaller city than Havana doesn't mean we should ignore them. They are the closest city to us, so we might as well try to keep up a good relationship. Now again, this is like a trade or merchant simulator. It's not really a country simulator. I do believe that over time, we can accrue enough power to start our own country, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not really the point of the game. There we go. Back to 120. Looking nice. Let's get that cotton off board. I don't even remember what we paid. Oh, 13,000. Okay, for the original price. So let's see if we can make a little bonus here. And thankfully, the French are not yet at war with us, so we don't have to worry about them. The one thing that I'm not too happy about is the game forces you to play your first game as the Spanish, despite having, you know, I guess several options here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, well, I'll take a look, or I'll consider it for sure. As you guys know, if you ever want to like set a game up or whatever, Fat Cat knows, you know, just go to our Discord server. That's where quite a few people, you know, find people to actually play games with them, as we do a lot of niche stuff here on the channel. All right, here we go. Let's sell that cotton. So we made a tiny profit of 1,000.
Wish of the Holy Ground to improve life in the towns of your region. Only then will we gradually devote ourselves to other problems until a uniform quality of life and growth is achieved in large part.
I love it. So you're basically trying to, you know, move these goods around and not only generate money for yourself and your crew, but you're also generating money for the economy as a whole. So the more trades we do, the more goods we get to places that need them, we're really doing our part here for Spain. So at this point, I'm going to take a look if there's anything over here in Trinidad that they desperately need in Havana or elsewhere. We are willing to travel, of course. And again, we could rebuy that cotton and sell it elsewhere. Try to get some furniture, meat, or rum over here. And let's make sure they don't have a shortage of that as well. No. So I'm going to try to purchase rum, meat, whatever we can get. Unfortunately, no rum. No meat. Damn. Tough times, I tell you, folks. What about the furniture? Nope, I don't want that. Sorry. Furniture, nope. Trinidad is not looking great, in terms of commodities that we need. Remember, kids, if it doesn't give Vilmer money, it's not worth it. Hey, Vilmer, how you doing, man? Oh, of course. Well, I mean, Tarkov, I think, naturally is going to be kind of a toxic community, right? It's pretty vicious. So cacao is abundant in this town, but what do they really need? So they produce wood, they produce pastry. We do need pastry in other areas. So what I think I'm going to do is take the Walrus and go to Evangelista. Maybe we'll have some better luck there in terms of trades, etc. Let's take a look at the Renegade here. And of course, we want to sell our brand new goods here in Sevilla. I'm going to take a look at Sevilla afterwards. Take a look at our farms also. Still taking some time to get some workers over here. And I wonder, do we need to bring in workers? Maybe we do. Not sure how that works. Or maybe we just need to improve the town so that there are more workers available. All right, here we go. Some pastry. Wow. Living space utilization, 69%. We've got them beer and pastries, but they still need more. And actually, the risk of plague here is rising. That's bad. So let's take a look here. The businesses in this town, that's the issue, is we don't have enough workers for the sugar business. I think the answer to this, but does the game use the term slave for plantation? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, are you... oh, I hope that's the answer. I mean, not because of that, just because it'd be good to have workers. So maybe we purchase them? Is that what we do? Maybe we purchase some workers? Like this? I don't know. Let's just take a look. There are missing construction materials. Ah, okay. So that's the issue. We need to bring wood and stone over. That's awesome. We know what we have to do now. Bring some wood and stone over to complete this. So how much do we need? How much do we need? For each, right? It's not just for a single one. So 31 wood, 17 brick. It's going to be tough, I think. Let's see if there's any here. We can get 10 wood here. We can get the 17 brick. Might as well buy all that brick, because we're going to need it eventually. We'll go to Havana to pick up some wood. And I wonder if we just sell this, or if we actually have to hand it over. That's a good question. The more developed the town, the more the people's demands for the high-end items. Ah, thanks, man. So how do we get those particular folks? Or do they just arrive once we build the building? Well, I guess we'll see. We'll find out. While we're doing that, we're going to take a look at the possibilities of purchasing an Evangelista. Now, again, they have a lot of cacao here, a lot of chocolate. So, not coca. Get your minds out of the drug den. Here we go. Where is the cacao? There it is. Look at how much they have. 47 grand. We're going heavy on the chocolate, boys and girls. But you know what? We're going to have to find a place to sell this. Now we got to find a place to sell this. Who needs chocolate? All right, let's see. We're going to have to kind of go through here. Poorly supplied on that. Belize City. Tela. And nobody wants the chocolate. Puerto Cabezas. This is Head Port. It's the name of the port. Puerto Cabezas. Nobody needs chocolate, damn it. This is going to wind up going real bad for us, folks. Well, maybe since the chocolate is so cheap there, no matter where we sell it, we come out with a profit? I don't know. Man. There's got to be somewhere that needs chocolate. Maracaibo? Nope. Might just be worth kind of holding on to it for now. The chocolate, right. In quotes he puts. Let's see. Let's take a look over here. In Texas, maybe they're more interested in chocolate than others. They need coffee. Sadly, no chocolate. So at 43 grand, let's at least see how much more we could make. They're certainly not producing chocolate in Veracruz. So you know what? I'm actually going to sell it back in Seville. We might be able to make some cash, but I worry it's going to actually hurt Seville's economy. So you know what? I'll head back to Havana to sell the chocolate. Might as well go. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's like a school of fish. That's so cool, man. That's really, really cool. I hope not. It melts in your brig, not your hand, he says. Oh, boy. I hope not. Hey, folks. Oh, we got some viewers on Twitch as well. Make sure to follow us if you're new. Thanks so much for stopping by. This is not a game I really expected to stream, but But I was like, you know, I want to check this game out. It's been in my library forever. So I was like, you know, let me give it a shot. Let me give it a chance. All right, let's press the pause button here, or the unpause button rather. Aha! Got those boys on the move. What about the commodities here in Seville? What do we got that other people need? There's a lot of clothing. And I believe several of these are pretty low on clothes. Yep. So we're going to actually go here and sell some clothes with the Renegade, bringing in some more profit. But I do want to check on the status of those farms as soon as possible. And make sure that our profit is like really, really good. You know what I mean? Let's take a look here at the journal. We're still getting those commodities from town to town. And of course, these are sort of like the lists of objectives. I didn't even realize, but apparently there's a treasure map. Castaways, flotsam, special people, eh? I wonder what they mean by that. Another objects on the nautical chart can give you parts of a treasure map. It will lead to a hidden place with a valuable statue. Nice. All right. That's pretty cool. Let's get to Nueva Filipinas with the Renegade. And sell our clothing. That didn't sound right, but it's, trust me, it's good for us. We've decided to become nudists. No more clothes. Cast away your clothes. So 28,000, that is 8,900 of profit. Just wonderful. And actually, we could go ahead and purchase some cotton here, sell it elsewhere. But I'm trying to see what else we need. We do need some more wood. And you know what we need this for? For our project down in the south. In Seville. So let's get there. And we can actually head down with the Pegasus too. We'll decide what to do with these guys after, but for now I want them to drop off those items. And again, I don't know if we're supposed to like turn them over or just sell them. I really don't. All right, with the Walrus, so 43,000 is the value of these goods. This is a big gamble, folks. Let's see how much we can make. Ugh. We're not going to be coming out on top there. I think I'm going to hold on. I don't want to buy any of this. I think I'm just going to kind of hold on. Yeah. It's just not enough. Oh, nice, Vic Chop. And see, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people have the exact same, or the exact opposite opinion. They don't like the visuals. But I agree with you. I like the fact that you can not only, like, see the large map, but you can zoom into the city at the same time. You can see the jungles surrounding the city. Oh, and what's this? Hey, guys. 5 days until completion. Our sugar business is almost up. Our sugar plantation is almost up, and we got so many fine workers that is going to be... No, workers. I said workers. Don't get y'all minds out of the gutter. I said workers, okay? We're not bringing anything else. The indentured servants at the worst. So just leave them out of it, and let's get 5 days to go before I get my business up. And this is my first business here in Seville. So I'm very, very happy. But of course, we do need to find a place to sell the damn chocolate, man. Maybe Valladolid will pay a little bit more. I don't think so. Cizal. We're going to come out badly with the chocolate no matter what. I think we made a mistake there buying it. Oh, this is abundant. Damn it. We can support them by buying their chocolate and delivering it to other towns, but no one wants your damn chocolate. There's also a pretty nasty storm going on. We can see it here hammering away at Texas. Trying to go to the port of Galveston and potentially sell something, but again, they just don't need it. So... I don't know, guys. I'm a little annoyed by that. Let's try and bring it back to Seville. See if we can do anything with it. And in the meantime, we might as well go ahead and sell the wood. Start hopefully stocking up on any potential goods that we don't already have. Another thing that I do find an issue with in this game is sometimes it takes like a few clicks to get your ship to do something. Workers on a nice sugar farm, so cute. It's like putting lipstick on a pig, he says. They're just workers now. I just don't talk to them. Don't ask them no questions, but they're working real hard. All right, let's sell that. Wonderful. Okay, so again, just taking a look and see nothing special about Seville, but things seem to be going nicely. We do have that production of fruit, but again, something else that people don't seem to really need. So I'm thinking clothing or purchasing clothing is going to be the way here. Also purchasing meat if we can find it, as well as rum. So let's go for an attempt to purchase vegetables, rum, and meat. That's really what we need. In fact, I'd love to build like a nice farm here. Oh, look at that. Nice. We can actually buy some. Any vegetables? Nah. Rum? Yeah. Look at that, boys. Oh, shit. We should have picked up more clothing. Hold on. Wait. Let me just make sure that this is something they need and not something that they have an excess of. Okay, this commodity is abundant. So what we're going to do... We're going to go past them to Havana. Actually, I'll do one even better. I'm going to purchase the clothes here. I'm fairly certain that Havana will pay more. Just because the excess here is abundant and not abundant in the city itself. So here we go. Let's also make sure that we get rid of our brick and our wood. Oh, I see what you mean. An even spread across a few cities. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Instead of selling it all at one, right? Here we go. Where is the bricks? And the wood. And I think we have more than enough wood here in Seville. However, just saw here that we've got some coffee. It's very little coffee, though. We can also buy these luxury items, which are needed in Havana. So let's take those. And I think just like was mentioned by the guys earlier, I think it was by the Jarl here, that in this game, you know, once you start bringing these goods to a city like Havana, see, now their tastes are becoming more refined. Now they want sofas and luxury items, so it's going to be harder and harder to make them happy. Although, it is making me think that we should definitely purchase a business there in Havana. So let's go ahead and get this meat and rum over there as well. Man, we are selling them everything they need. We're bringing Havana everything she needs, and I'm hoping this is going to come out as a nice profit for us. But I definitely think a building license and some more properties is in the works for us. That's for sure. 18 viewers. My goodness. And how many do we have on Twitch right now? Let's see. We've got 2 on Twitch. Once again, Twitch fails us. Odinot, how you doing, buddy? And this shows you the difference as to why I decided to come back and live stream for you guys here. So you know what? You guys win. What can I say? You guys win. I'm still going to do Twitch streams, but I'm always surprised by the difference in the two. All right. Just make sure we've got Pegasus on the way. Yeah. Walrus. And we've got to do something with that cacao. Eventually, we're going to see somebody that needs cacao. So let's get Renegade in there. You can actually see the people asking, where is that famous rum? Because they have none whatsoever. So we're going to sell them some rum. And we already made a profit just right there on the rum. So there we go. Pretty much 15,000 easily. What commodities do they have, though? Let's take a look at the town. I really do want that building permission. They still need these commodities, as you can see. Which is pretty amazing. Yes and no, Alto. So basically, you're kind of like a merchant here, and currently we are working for the Spaniards. But the Spaniards are not at war with anybody, and even if they were at war with somebody, that would not give us the okay to attack vessels of that particular country. We need to get a letter of marque. I don't know how much it costs or how to get it in the game, but I'm pretty sure we go back to Seville and declare that we will, you know, basically be privateers. The funny thing is, though, with our current fleet, we are pure businessmen. We've got no cannons on any of these ships. If a pirate were to attack us right now, we would be in serious, serious trouble. Let's see here. I really do want that building permission, but I just don't think economically we're in the right position to do that yet. Gotta wait a little bit. Let's take a look at the other commodities. here in Trinidad. The satisfaction in this town is greater than 90%. That is a boom town. But they also need rum and meat. And this is the problem, is that all of these cities seem to need the same things. We need sort of a bit of a spread, if that makes sense. So these guys have a lot of tobacco. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to head over there, try and pick up some tobacco. So let's make it to Evangelista. The problem is, guys, every single day we're paying the crew of these ships. So if we don't make sales, well, it's basically like paying a crew to do nothing. It actually reminds me a lot of like crab fishing, or any kind of fishing, really, where if you stay out long enough, you're not catching fish, you're just paying the crew and fixing your boat, then you're going to come out losing money. And that's the scary part here. Now, thankfully, look at that profit, a profit of 13,000. That's really nice, but we need to keep that going almost all the time. All right, now they don't need any more rum. We've got them enough. They just need the furniture and metal. Look at that beautiful Pegasus. So I guess in large shipyards, we can actually start purchasing some cannons, etc. I really do want to get that cannon up. But for now, let's just repair the Pegasus. You know, just going through the ocean all the time does damage the ship. It's not... You know, constant voyages at sea will, over time, degrade the ship. Yeah, I know what you mean, Fat Cat. The crowd is here. That's what I like. I like the fact that people come here on YouTube. People are chatting in the comments. They're giving me tips, telling me what they think about the game. And on Twitch, we just... depends on the game, I think. I think Twitch is much better for, like, the non-mainstream stuff. Only me, says Oda not. Thanks, man. Don't forget, if you follow us on Twitch, we get a cool little sound effect. And we actually have sound effects in Twitch. All right, let's see. Walrus. We got to find somewhere to sell this cocoa, guys. What if we go all the way down south to Cahuita? See, they produce cocoa. This is the problem. What if we go all the way to South America? Places like Coro. The problem is, this is a really dangerous voyage over the sea. We'd have to just kind of keep an eye on things. I think, actually, the areas in South America, and this would make sense because these are farthest from our main trade ports in Cuba. They're suffering quite a bit. They need all sorts of different things. But we're going to focus on bettering Cuba first before we head down there. It just doesn't seem like anybody wants this damn chocolate commodity. Chocolat is not needed. Ooh. Why, thank you, Vic Chopin. Jarl says you can set them up on auto trade routes, what to and what not to buy. That's something I do want to get to eventually, but right now I definitely want to micromanage. Definitely want to micromanage to make sure I'm getting everything perfect here. And again, I'm just looking for a sale for the chocolate, but you know what? We'll check Texas one more time. No, nobody needs it. Chocolate is abundant. Oh! We found one. Corpus Christi, Texas, but look at this storm. Okay, this is the first time I've tried to outride a storm. In fact, I'm so creeped out, I'm going to save here. We are going to go through a storm here, my friends. And in fact, I'm going to lower speed a bit. Okay, here we go. This is either going to go really well or really poorly. And we got to make it to Corpus Christi. So, all the way... Damn. Should we just try to go through the storm? I don't think so. We are going to be touching on the storm, though. You can actually see the change in the water. That's something I really like. So over here, it's quite calm. And as we get over here, look at that choppiness kind of start to pick up. But as long as we can stay out of that path, we should be okay. We should be okay. But we're spending a lot of time bringing this guy over. So hold, this allows us to set waypoints. Let's try this. So let's control click here. All right. Control click here. And then we'll control click over here. It's going to be a long voyage, but hopefully we come out with a nice, tidy profit. I am worried about going through the storm. but let's hope that our ship can handle it. Man, I'm loving this game. I did not expect to be so obsessed with this game. Yeah, sorry, that's my phone. I apologize for that. It's the wire's not the best on it. So you're hearing that doo-doo occasionally. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. We actually slowed down, and I'm sure the vessel is going to take more damage out here. You can see it's really rolling around. Wow. The vessel is absolutely rolling around here. So we're just going to continue on to Corpus Christi, guys, but hopefully we can get there without damaging the actual ship itself. Here we go. 362 of the actual cocoa. And hopefully if we can get that to Corpus Christi, we make a tidy little profit. 43,000 to potentially something a little bit higher. Let's see. Meanwhile, I haven't been focusing on my other ships. I'm just so excited that we finally found a buyer for the chocolate. Let's take a look at Havana here. This is something else the Texans want, and that is the wheat. The problem is it's not a very expensive commodity, so I'm going to take something else that people tend to need, and that is beer. Buy some beer. We'll buy some rum, although they need rum, so you know what? It's probably going to be quite pricey here. Let's see what other commodities they have. Who needs beer? Not you guys. Okay, they need rum and they need meat. Let's just quickly see if Havana still needs rum and meat. They don't. So we're going to get away with purchasing some rum here at Havana, but we might buy all their stock and they're going to need it again. So we just keep that trading going, basically. We just bring another shipment of rum to Havana, take this one to Trinidad. Let's see if our ship's doing okay. I love that waypoint thing. That's so cool. Looks like we made it through the rougher parts of the storm. I swear those schools of fishes are still giving me the lassophobia fears. I'm expecting Cthulhu at any second here. I do wish they had like some schools of sharks or something like that, but it's not a game changer. All right, let's take a look here. Renegade? What do you have, Evangelista? Not much. A lot of people are leaving. Risk of plague is pretty significant as well. I think we're gonna head back down to, let's go to Valladolid. Let's see what they've got there. I love how the Spanish, like the British, will always call something like New Leicester or New York, whereas the Spanish will just keep the original name as if it's the exact same city. I really like that. They did change New Philippines, Nueva Filipinas, but you know, of course, Seville, Valladolid, these are all actual towns in Spain. So I love that. I think that's really cool. Ooh, look at the military frigate here, protecting us currently. Look at that. It really does seem like they're protecting us, but we're just taking the Pegasus and going to the nearest port that needs these goods. Wait a minute, Pegasus. Where? Rum and beer. Oh, that's right. You've got to take it to Trinidad. No, they don't need it anymore, but they've got a lot of coffee. So we could actually sell this rum and beer there, get a significant amount of coffee, and then sell that elsewhere. I think it's worth it. Let's go. Let's see how our Texan fleet is doing. Maybe if these guys survive the voyage, we need to rename them. Hello, General Kenobi. Hello, Odin Knot. Oh, it does. It excites me a lot, but not in a good way. You know, in like a I'm gonna be killed by Cthulhu kind of way. That's not good. Yeah, I'm 32, and I've never played a Commodore 64, so it goes to show you how old you gotta be to play a Commodore 64. I've definitely played it on emulator, but that's about it. I'm just pausing right now because I want to make sure everybody gets to where we need them to get, and we're keeping it on that 0.5. I don't want to take any unnecessary risks here. All right, let's take a look at Renegade. Let's take a look at Valladolid. We haven't really paid attention to this town, and see, we could have brought over some pastry, we could have brought over some beer. We've come completely empty-handed, so let me just take a look here at Seville. In fact, what I want to look at is our plantations, see how they're doing now. So there is some sugar coming in, but it's entirely due to our business, as you can see. The town is not producing any sugar, but our plantations and our indentured servants are producing quite a lot. The question is, efficiency of your business, average cost of goods, costs per day. The 960 is the frustrating part. So I wonder if we purchase sugar here, we must get like a pretty big discount, right? That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Let's take a look here at Valladolid. Now, they might actually have a good bit of rum here. They do produce rum. They also produce sugar and hemp. All things I love, by the way. All favorite things of mine. Shin, how you doing? We've got the whole gang here, man. This is so cool. So let's purchase some rum and some hemp. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I also want to keep our eye on that ship over here because at Havana, not at Havana, sorry, at Trinidad, we could potentially purchase some chocolate, but it's taking a while for Pegasus to get there. I don't want to speed up, though. I want to be really careful here. And actually, let's just take a quick look at Belize City. They're producing cotton, bricks, and corn. Okay. We don't want any of that crap. Rum and hemp is our business. It's not letting me approach town. There we go. It's a lot. It is a lot. 270 rum. So let's see who needs it. Look at Havana. She's looking beautiful. Do we have to go to Texas to sell the rum? We might have to. No. Corpus Christi. They need a lot of things, though. This is the crazy thing, is they're the ones that need the coffee. So we're probably going to end up having to go over to Texas eventually. La Pesca in Mexico. Let's see if the Mexicans need rum. No, man. Everybody needed rum before. I guess we've just flooded the market. Capitalism, I love you. Sometimes. So yeah, nobody, as far as I can tell, needs rum or hemp. And we're once again stuck with a commodity that is just not in high demand at the moment. Now, chocolate, on the other hand, heavily in demand. Okay, they need hemp. So let's head to Bluefields. Where is Bluefields? Does somebody know their Central American geography? Let's see if anybody knows where Bluefields is, because I don't. I'm suspecting Granada or Nicaragua, maybe? See you, Greedo. Thanks for stopping by, man. The starting date of the game, I think it's 1565, I believe. Sorry for the damn phone sounds, guys. I'm trying to keep the chat up so I can see what you guys are saying as I play, but my phone cord is absolute garbage. So, like, any little movement I do that's too unwieldy immediately sets it off. And by the way, what's wrong with me? I've got to keep an eye here. Got to keep an eye on these storm surges. Yeah, it's getting pretty dangerous. We definitely want to pause. He's not going into the storm, but you can see how quickly we are, or how close we are to the storm. And over here, okay, despite it being deep ocean, no storms. You know, we're sailing beautifully here with the Renegade. Trying to get that cacao somewhere. Someone's gonna buy it. All right, Walrus. Please tell me they still need cacao. They do. Hopefully this is the payday we've been looking for. 43,000 in goods. If we could get a good 60,000, I'm going to be a happy boy. No, you can pick from several different countries, General Kenobi, but one thing I guess I don't really like in the game is it forces you to first win as Spain. So you need to win as Spain first before you can get into those other countries, which is a little disappointing. I like playing as Spain, though. I also like the freedom to choose kind of whatever, you know? All right, come on. Some point we're gonna have to get out of this storm surge too. We could just go down south and come up to Seville. I really like those waypoints. Those are extremely helpful. Maque, what is going on? I want to go to your... Trying to dock the boat, but damn Corpus Christi is hard to get into with the sandbank. All right, I guess we just have to get over here to the sandbank, and yeah, look at that. Trade is done across it. That can't be right. That can't be what they actually did. $362 cacao. Let's see, guys. 43,000. Give me some money. They've got a lot of meat here. Oh my goodness. All right, where is the cacao? Nope. So see, it was a mistake to buy the cacao. What we will do though is purchase some meat. Let's make sure that they're selling it fairly cheap. Now, this is what's kind of confusing to me. It says 110% extraction, but is that the price of the meat? In other words, is it 110% above market value? Or is it... You guys know what I mean? So this is where I still need to understand 100%. In fact, let me just hit the about this window, commodities and trade. Select the commodity, then a transfer dialog will open. Yeah, we know this. Commodities are sorted according to their importance for the inhabitants. Commodities are traded at prices that depend on supply and demand. If stock of a commodity lasts for many weeks. So I guess that's the important thing here, is looking to make sure that the other towns that don't have this commodity can be reached, for instance. So we do need... Yeah, we're going to buy some. Let's purchase some meat. Purchase some beers. And now we go to where meat and beers are needed. So it's not going to be here. Although we could purchase some tobacco here at Port Isabel. So let's do that. We're going to stop by Port Isabel to pick up some tobacco. And we're just going to sell on the way. So we don't have to all go to one port. I think like Jarl Greedo was suggesting, we can kind of spread this out a bit. All right, let's see. All right, Pegasus. Made a small profit, nothing serious, of course, but a profit is a profit. Not much else to get there. Might swing back over to Havana and see if there's anything we can purchase there. Potentially even buying, you know, our first business license here. Now let's see where our other ship went. That's right, we went all the way down here with the Renegade in an effort to sell some rum. Actually, here we came to sell hemp. So we have to make sure not to sell the rum in Bluefields. We can get a lot more for it elsewhere. Let's just get 2 Bluefields. Play the game with an accent. You want me to play with the accent of the Spanish? Depending on the country I choose, I will play with the accent of said country. I don't think so. Here we go. Let's sell.
Small towns
Yes!
are less protected than large ones. The envy of European rivals, may perdition
We did it, boys.
does not allow us
We
to
did
neglect
it,
the development of
boys.
towns. They must grow and become strong in order to survive sea blockades.
The only thing we have to finish off now is selling the rum. Please tell me that Seville needs rum. Because if that's the case, we can sell it here and I think finally get the happiness to a fairly decent level. Why am I going all the way over here? What's wrong with me? Let's see. Now, they've got everything they need. Something that we might consider purchasing here is a hospital. Help the people out, lower the risk of plague, and perhaps that will make people somewhat happier. What can I say? So right now we're just looking for a place to offload this rum. Who needs it? Portobello? Aha! Easy! And we can actually just cut across. I am risking here because I'm going like right across where the storm is, but I'm trying to save us some time, basically. So I am taking a risk. As long as we don't get in the eye of the storm, I hope that we're going to be okay, of course. Let's go over here to Nueva Filipinas. And for the beer, etc. Oh, man, we're going to have to go through here somehow. So what I'm going to do is set waypoints here. Let's set one here first to Veracruz. And then I'll decide, because I'll first wait and see if there's actually any way to sell at Veracruz or Villahermosa. You know, we can boost up to game speed of 1, I think. Chocolate, cafe. I think coffee. Coffee is the commodity that we potentially could have purchased here. Let me just take a quick look. He's going awfully close to danger zones here. Let me just go over to La Pesca a little bit. We could purchase some luxury items. The problem is just the cost of those luxury items, of course. If we don't find a good place to sell them, things are going to go pretty poorly for us. Now, these guys have ceramics, but I haven't seen anyone with a real desire for ceramics. So we'll just continue onwards. Let's go to Veracruz. And over here, once again, they don't need any of the commodities we have. Take care, Fat Cat. Thanks for stopping in, man. I think so. I think so. By the way, I just love the geography over here, like seeing the mountains. It's so pretty, man. This aspect is really nice. Really, really nice. I hope that meat doesn't spoil. I'm gonna cry if it does. I really hope the meat doesn't spoil. All right, let's take a look at our other ship over here. It's a shame because we could have purchased stuff from our original port, particularly clothing to bring to Portobello. But again, we didn't expect having to come all the way out here. They need rum desperately at Niocli, so let's go there. Or Nicocli. Sounds like a native settlement of sorts. So perhaps it's the natives drinking the rum. I don't know. I do know that once alcohol was introduced even in these days to native communities, it has really bad effects, really, really bad effects. And they seem to be in desperate need of it, so let's make some profit. 29,000, make me double. Come on. Nice, not double, but still. 5,000, I'll take it. Now, they also have quite a lot of beer, but I'm going to pause right now just to see what Cartagena needs. They need luxury items, pastry, ceramics, and clothing. We just made rum abundant in that town. We should have purchased those luxury items when we had the chance. We could still buy them over here at Villahermosa. Now let's keep going. This is where they need beer. We definitely want to get some beer to Nueva Filipinas. Let's see what the happiness is like. 87%, and it is increasing. The amount of workers is increasing. Living space utilization is increasing. Yeah, I'm thinking it's about time that we purchase something from here. Or for here, rather, like a hospital. We got to get vegetables or beer as quickly as possible. No tenemos cerveza. Nope. Onward, Pegasus. Onward, I say. So we are definitely going to bring this guy back, the Walrus, to supply our people with beer, for sure. If I can purchase some items on the way, I will. We're already at 106,000 in our holds. We got a lot in our holds. So this is making me a little happy. It's giving me some hope. We're getting close to home. And again, they need beer and vegetables. So we're just going to check quickly at Cizal, see if they have any veggies. I doubt it. It's hilarious how, like, of course, you know, fruits and commodities like coffee were so valuable in places like, of course, Europe. But in South America, Central America, it's the exact opposite. People want those European vegetables that they're used to and can't get quite as easily out here. They can still buy corn, but it's funny that they separate corn from vegetables. I think they do that on purpose here to show that desire for some turnips, some beets, some potatoes, you know, stuff from the old country. Here we go. Let's get in there. What have you got? Nothing special, really. No. We'll still check. We'll still check to see if they have vegetables. But we wouldn't make much of a profit. However, we would make the people happy. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Back to Seville. Gotta get some rum to Havana. Let's see where they sell rum cheaply. And now Trinidad is kind of the main colony, it seems. What about Evangelista? Do they have any rum? Nope. Although they do need meat. Just about everybody needs the meat. So we're just going to get this guy back to Seville. But I want to know, where is our third ship? We may have finally lost a ship because I'm not seeing 3. We'll look for him here in a second. I'm hoping he's just down the coast here. Didn't we send someone east? Yes, we did, to Niokli. Nearly forgot. My goodness. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what Niokli has. They've got the rum we sold them, so let's purchase some. We're not going to buy all of it. We're just going to buy half so that we can spread it around a bit. We could try to head to northern South America here. Go for places like Coro. Eventually, one of these guys is going to need rum. See, Coro needs rum. Maracaibo, which is, it seems, the actual capital of capitals, doesn't need rum. But we're quite close to Maracaibo, and maybe it's not a bad idea to go there and look to see what they have in terms of trading resources. So let's take this rum and head to Coro. Let's see what else they need, though. Ceramics, pastries, and luxury items. Unfortunately, I think it's exactly what the people in Niokli need. Let's just take a look here. Luxury items. We do have some to buy. It's quite expensive, of course. And they've got some pastries. But again, we might not make a profit on these. They're not on sale. Nonetheless, we'll make the people of Coro happy, so let's head over here, make some extra friends out here. Let's take the walrus. Seville is looking good, 89%. So the question is, do we build that hospital here? Employs 5 workers from disease and thus reducing the risk of disease in the town. Yeah, it's about time. We built a hospital, but it cost a lot of money. Oh my gosh. The inn increases the number of job seekers. This increases the satisfaction, the parks, but it's 47,000. That's probably what I should have purchased, or 28,000. All right. Yeah, we can't purchase it. Gonna have to wait a bit, but I did build a hospital for the people of Seville. Hopefully that's going to pay off here. As for the meat, who needs the meat? They need the beer. And eventually someone's going to need the meat. So let's get the walrus over here. Sell the beer at New Philippines. What do we have? Probably could purchase a bunch of sugar here at New Seville. Europeans made fun of how the natives could drink scotch, and the natives did the same when Europeans couldn't smoke an entire cigar. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the other problem, as far as I understand, in native communities is Europeans have sort of learned... I mean, of course, you still have binge drinkers in European communities, but they've learned to be more responsible because they've been imbibing alcohol for centuries, whereas these native communities have not, you know, so when you introduce it, it can have devastating effects. It really can. The risk of plague is still 21%. Damn, Seville is a dirty city. Here we go. All right, what did you need again? They no longer need it. Well, that happened quickly. These guys still need rum, but no one needs meat anymore. That's enraging. Trinidad. Nope. Damn, suddenly the interest in all of these items has dropped. Well, that's the problem with trading, is that, you know, something that's worth a lot one day is going to be worth absolutely nothing the next. Now, tobacco is abundant in this town, so we're at least going to buy some tobacco at Seville. But again, not being able to go back to the old world, like I guess you are in Anno 1800, makes stuff like tobacco not as valuable as you think it would be. But look how much is here. Oh my god, we can't even afford all of it. Let's buy 200. And we definitely need to find a place to drop this off, because we're down to 2,000. We've got to make some money, basically. What about Veracruz? Nope. Tampico? Yes. Well, they have tobacco. They don't need it. That's the problem. Everybody has it. Port Isabel, La Pesca. Damn it. Let me just check Galveston. So again, maybe we just kind of need to hold on to these goods for now. What about South America? Nobody needs it. Absolutely nobody needs it. So we're just going to hold on to it for now. It is going to have value eventually. We just kind of have to wait until that value increases, of course, for us to properly sell it. Let's just take a look over here at Coro. We can go ahead and sell the goods on the Renegade. So what is it that they needed again? I think just about everything here they no longer needed. Again, this is what happens when time passes. So let's see if Maracaibo can make use of any of these ingredients. No. What about Puerto Cabello? Wait, sorry. They do need rum. And they do need luxury items. Okay. We might be able to make back some money, and we need it to pay our crew off, or else we're going to have a damn mutiny on our hands. Here we go. Hello, Liam. How you doing, man? No, I think today we're actually going the merchants route. In fact, we don't even have cannons on these ships currently. Eventually in this game, you can, of course, go the privateer route, but it's a very long, what's the word for this? Like long play style. This is a game that takes quite a while. So right now we're just, you know, lowly merchants trying to apply our trade as best as possible, of course. We still got that meat. Do they need it now? Not yet. Do you need it? Nope. No one needs beer or meat yet. Gonna change eventually, though. Don't worry. Alright, let's take a look here at Seville. Nope. We're just gonna have to hold on to coffee, or sorry, tobacco and meat. There we go! We got the third objective fulfilled. Right, but quickly, I'm going to sell the luxury items and the rum here, like, really fast. I don't want to lose that bonus. There we go. Get her off. Yes. Luxury items. Nice. All right. The pastry stuff, they've got quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but someone else is going to need it more than them. Well, at least we got this city supplied, so Puerto Cabello is not in need of any of that stuff. Cumana needs rope, and look at this, the start of the Amazon River right there. That's so awesome. Look at that, guys. Going right in here. Of course, Brazil would be here. Sadly, we can't get to Brazil, although I hope that in time, from what I understand, the game is still kind of... it's not, I don't think it's in early access, but they're still adding things. So hopefully in time there will be a DLC that adds Brazil. That would be pretty great. Of course, Brazil is just now sort of getting settled, so it would have to be like small settlements. Puerto Cabello. All right, so we've got that 19. Let's take a look and see if any other ports have... Yeah, so these guys have hemp in Coro. I'm going to go purchase it just because, again, we can sell it elsewhere. But we're going to have to keep checking the prices every day to see if maybe a certain town suddenly does need tobacco or suddenly does need one of the goods that we're trying to sell, like the meat, that they initially needed so badly. Now they don't really seem to need it much. Okay, we can sell some beer here. You see how quickly that changes? So let's go to Nueve Filipinas, sell our beer. Yes, there are pirates. They just haven't currently attacked us. Currently, we are under protection of the Spanish. So their warships will come to our aid if any pirates attack. But in time, yeah, we definitely want to do that. And look, by the way, here's the thing, is even though it's not showing up as a commodity, they don't have any meat. So let me just see how much I would get for it. So 15,000 is what we paid for it. We'd still make a profit here, although we could probably make a larger profit elsewhere. So I'm going to hold on to it for now. There we go. Yep, sure enough, Havana needs meat. Let's get there quickly before another trader like this guy behind us makes it there. Of course, another bonus to having faster ships is being able to meet those deadlines faster, which subsequently puts you ahead of a lot of the other nations here. Let's take a look at our new objectives. So you own 4 businesses for production of wood, 4 businesses for production of beer. Yeah, we've got to start buying businesses. And now I think I'm understanding those workers. Okay, let's take a look here. The first stops for settlers and job seekers from Europe are the Viceroy's towns. From there, they travel to other towns via trading convoys. You can include them in your convoy via the trade dialogue and keep them on board as sailors or drop them off as labor. That's what those sailors are for. That's awesome. So we definitely want to bring back some sailors to our main port of Seville here from Havana. That is so cool, man. Every single second that goes by, I am liking this game even more. What do you guys think, by the way? And I think the fact that we've kept a good 15 to 20 viewers throughout this entire stream really makes me happy. I want to thank everybody that watches. But I hope that games like this, when that occurs, it's sort of proof that you guys enjoy games like this, because I don't want to play games that you guys are bored of, and this is so damn fun. We just doubled our income there. Beautiful. Havana's looking nice. And we could pick up all sorts of other buildings here, but I think what we're going to do is take the Walrus and start heading back to Seville pretty soon here. Let's see if Nueva Filipinas has anything cheap to buy. They don't, but they need corn, vegetables, and ceramics. So let me just take a look here. Corn, vegetables, and ceramics, right? Let's see if they have any in Havana. Corn. Yep. Vegetables. Yep. What do the ceramics look like again? That's not ceramics. Wait a second. Okay, I see. We could get metal too. Yeah, I was wondering that is there as well, but I think these guys are in need of metal as well. Yeah. So we can just purchase the ceramics. This better pay off. We're taking 24,000 worth of goods with the Walrus. Let's take it down to Havana and see if we can make that profit. Just going, or excuse me, to Nueva Filipinas. Just going between Havana to Nueva Filipinas. And another thing I love about this game, just really quickly, you can see how like the center of control has been switching. It initially started in Havana, then it switched over here to Trinidad. But now that we've brought so many goods to Nueva Filipinas, it's doing quite well. And it's now the new center of power. Just beautiful. They've even got a hospital here. They didn't have that before. So they're starting to do pretty damn well for themselves. Here we go. Let's hope 24K. I want to make a profit here. Significant profit. Here we go. Ceramics, veggies, and corn. Invade Granada, he says. The chat demands blood, he said. Oh, man. Here we go. So we're trying to make more than 24K. We just made 17K. 20K about, right? The veggies are going to have to pay off here. Yeah, we're above. Definitely above. Nice. Look at that. Nueve Filipinas is looking nice, but they do have a lot of ceramics. We flooded the market. I'm going to head back to Seville and kind of see what we want to do here. General housing situation. Gardens and town squares have a positive effect on residential areas in close proximity. Maybe we should start moving around some workers. Hold on now. Because they just mentioned that, and it's making me curious. Can we bring some workers over from New Philippines to Seville? Then again, does Seville really need workers? I don't think so. Executing pirates isn't a war crime. Exactly. Exactly. That's totally by the books. So I guess we can bring... Like, I'm just curious what happens, so... Yeah, I don't think we actually pay anything for that. Alright. Let's try it. Again, I'm not sure what happens. Bodo is in desperate need of all sorts of goods. Yeah, unfortunately, the income here in South America, the north of South America, is not going well for us. In the Caribbean, we're doing okay, but over there's just not much money to be made, I think. At least not right now. We're still looking for buyers of this tobacco as well. We've got to find somebody that's in desperate need of tobacco. This just seems to be one commodity that is growing everywhere. So, still looking for those good old-fashioned tobacco sales. Veracruz. Those guys would pay a lot for ceramics, but I bet by the time we brought them over... yeah. And actually, sorry, they're selling ceramics quite cheaply. Look at this. Nobody needs tobacco, not even the Texans. What the hell is wrong with this picture? All right, well, we're just gonna have to wait. Got to do something with this, man. Now, hold on. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Valladolid and buy as much of their rum as I can. Because currently that's quite cheap there, and I'm gonna keep the tobacco. I mean, as far as I can tell, it doesn't go bad. It probably goes stale or something. It doesn't have as much value, but not in this game. I think the tobacco is something that pretty much sticks around forever. So until we find a deal, we're just gonna keep on purchasing stuff here for the Pegasus, which I believe, by the way, is one of our larger ships. Or are they all the same? They could all be the same. All beautiful ships. Dame tu rum. Okay. 46 grand on this ship. Worth of goods. We've got to find somebody with a thirst. With a powerful thirst for rum and a powerful desire to smoke. Commodities. They've got a lot of cocoa. Nope. South America is definitely not an option. We're gonna have to go to Central America or the United States. Texas there. It's not the United States right now. It's still part of, still Spanish territory. Now, if we go all the way to Coro, we can sell rum. But therein lies a problem. Getting all the way there is going to take a while. Could take several days. And by the time we make it there, we don't know if the value is still going to be high. So, of course, this is always a risk anytime we do this. But it does look like the most likely place to need the rum. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to set our waypoints just to remain safe. I'm staying by the coast. And even here, we're getting kind of close to the storm. But look at how far we're traveling. So I'm actually going to reassess once we get here. But this just goes to show you how if we have a lot of that just remaining on the boat and we're not selling it, we are still paying the crew. You know, so that can be quite tedious. Quite tedious for the crew. It does look like the supply of commodities needs to go up here eventually. Ooh, right. We might want to go ahead and purchase some new businesses, but again, I'm just not certain that's a good idea. I kind of want to wait and see what happens before I definitely purchase those new businesses. Yeah, they had their share of pirates later, but we're far too early on in the history of piracy. We're in 1572. You know, basically like the very beginning. I think this is when Jean Lafitte and pirates like that were around. Just take a look at our sugar farms. Oh, that's right. Weren't we going to try to drop off those workers? Hold on. Let's see what happens. There you go. All right. Yeah, things aren't going great here. They could use some beer, a lot of other things in Seville. The beautiful town. And I just now realized, I can't believe this, but look at that. You can actually see the little people milling about in the streets. And not just like in a really generic way, but like it actually looks like a proper town. And I'm guessing like the more goods you bring to the town, the more people you have milling in the streets. See, my single hospital, it's great, but it's not enough. They're still asking for hospitals. They're still asking for vegetables. So vegetables are going to be the next order of the day if we can find some. Question is, can we find some? Rilacha. Now, I have seen people that need rope, so we might as well just go ahead, sell these pastries here. And purchase some of that rope. It depends. The term pirate is really complex because, you know, when you think about it, most pirates did have a letter of, it's called a letter of marque from a certain country. Of course, there were pirates that completely worked just for themselves, but most of them, you know, were working for another country. That's just the way things were. So here we go. We're going to buy a ton of rope. Oh my gosh. It's going to be really expensive. Let's buy 40,000 worth of rope. And now we got to find somewhere to sell it. You guys know the deal. But this was something, at least initially when we started, was a necessary commodity. We know what we have to do. We're going to have to travel quite far. So I'm already going to start that travel. Yeah, we have to make a sale. Got to make a sale. In fact, we're losing money. We haven't been losing cash in ages in this game. Let me just make sure they don't need any of this stuff. Nope. Tenemos problemas. As far as I can tell, no one there is looking for anything we've got. The rum or the tobacco. So let's take a look up here quickly. Things change fast, of course, in the trading market. They have so much coffee. Okay. Wait a minute. Yes. Havana does need rum. Let's go. I don't care about the dangers. I'm cutting right across the ocean. This, of course, could change into a storm, especially in this deep ocean, pretty quickly, but I don't give a damn. We've got to make it there before someone else does, and try to offload this stuff. In fact, I'll even sell the tobacco there, too. So we've got to make a profit. Let's take a look over here on the Renegade. It's constant nail biting when this situation occurs. No, don't nail bite because of COVID, folks. Stop. Don't bite your nails. Look at that. Bambello. That's beautiful. Just looking out across the jungle. That's amazing. Just check Portobello again. Things change, like I said. See if they still need the rum. They do, they do. The problem with larger towns like Havana is that a lot of other merchants are headed there too. So by the time you make it there, especially on a long journey like this, things may not be in your favor. And again, just look at the difference here, guys. Look at the seas here, and then we go into the storm zone. Look at that. That's just so well done. I've never been this deep into the storm, but I can only imagine that it must be dangerous. Probably some rogue waves, etc. These look like rogue waves here. Man. Vámonos. Wait a minute, they might have a lack of rope? I think they might have a lack of rope here. It's not showing up as something they desperately need, but we're going to check. Even if the profit is only a couple thousand, I'm taking it, you know? You and me both, Vic shopping. I think a lot of people currently in this COVID situation. Not much else to do, is there? Here we go. Let's just take a look. So 39,000 is the value. What we paid for it. Yep, I'm selling. There we go. That's a profit. A profit is a profit, boys and girls. Although some profits are not equal to others, specifically because if we just pay, I think we're paying like 900 to 1,000 to each ship daily. If we just pay for the, you know, basically the salary of the deckhands, that's obviously not looking good for us. Let's see if they've got anything special here. Oh, I totally forgot about repair costs. It's been a long time since we've repaired these ships, but they're okay. He's at 95%. He'll be all right. Let me just take a look at Kawita herself. So we can buy more rope. We just sold it here. Yeah, I'm not going to buy any more. I'm going to head to the next town. Maybe it'll be something worth purchasing. Let's go to Bluefields. Look at those. Damn, that's so cool. We've got a volcano about to blow here, it looks like. All right. Come on, come on, come on. They still need it. They still need the rum. We got 278 rum, too. That's like half of this ship filled with rum. So that's quite a lot. I don't think they're going to be needing it for a while after this. But I don't like those English merchants getting close to my potential trading partners here. Let's get in there. I didn't know that. Wow, 1532. And I'm Portuguese. I should know these facts. But the funny thing is that I think we learn a lot less about Brazil. And again, I was raised in American public schools, not Portuguese public schools. But from what I've heard from friends, they learn a lot less about Brazil than you'd expect. And Brazil learns a lot less about Portugal than you'd expect. 36K, that tobacco is going to have to come out on top. Let's see how much we can sell the tobacco for. Hopefully they don't have much. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, baby. We're going to lose 1,000 on the tobacco, but the 46K plus the 16K, we're still going to come out on top here. We're almost back to our original cash here, it might be time to purchase a new business, actually. Especially one of the businesses that are required over here. We're supposed to have 4 for the production of beer. We're supposed to have 4 wood. Oh, and we have to make sure that we have to take them from Maracaibo to other towns. Okay, makes sense. So we got to get those workers from Maracaibo and sort of spread them around here. Vámonos. We could get our next sugar plantation. Look at how nicely our sugar plantations are coming along. All the workers are so happy, as you can see. Not at all working against their will in the slightest. And we can build another one here. The problem is, of course, that 20,000 price tag. But if we get 5, then we get a large plantation. I'm just going to go slow with this, but I am definitely going to build that next plantation, of course. And look at that. Even the children ask for vegetables. We do need to eventually get a vegetable farm here. And I really should be focusing on things like the woodcutter's location. But I really want to get that income right now. So I'm trying to get the cheapest sugar possible, which in turn will allow us to get some really cheap rum as well. So I think it's all worth it. It's all gonna come out of the wash in the end, right? All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Wow, we actually managed to stream for close to 2 hours here, and I'm just so happy with all the people that showed up here to watch the stream, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Again, for those of you that have not yet followed us on Twitch, please do. It doesn't take much, especially if you're already signed up there. And we also get to have a fun little sound alert before the end of this stream. I also hope that all of you guys are currently signed up for our Discord server. There's a lot of fun stuff happening there. And currently, we're trying to get together a group of people to play Anti-Stasi for Arma 3. I think the Anti-Stasi mod, get a few of us together and see if we can't overthrow the tyrannical government within Arma 3. Let me also put the Discord link here for those of you guys that may not have it. And again, guys, a really special thanks. Hopefully we will be streaming this game again. I'd love to do a part 2. In fact, I will actually save right here. Thank you, Eric. I have to say, I have to tell you guys, I started this stream genuinely thinking that I was going to rage quit 30 or 40 minutes into it or find it boring or something like that. I have to say, we haven't even gotten into the combat part of the game. We haven't even gotten into the large plantation part of the game, and I'm loving this. It's reminding me a lot of, like, I'm getting a lot of those Anno 1800 feels. Of course, we're nowhere close to Anno 1800, but I think I think you guys understand what I mean. And I sort of prefer it because in Anno 1800, you know, you're responsible for, you know, several different colonies. And of course, you can do that here too. But this seems to be more from the perspective of an actual small corporation that grows over time. Whereas the Anno 1800, it's almost like you're just given a tremendous amount of wealth and power right from the start. But again, I could be wrong. In any case, really liking this, and I hope we can stream it again. We are always doing again those polls to see what you guys want to watch next on the stream. I didn't pull this one for you guys, but the next time I put a poll up, this will be there for next stream. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by, and a special thanks to Greedo, who gave us a lot of advice about the game earlier in the stream. Y'all, Greedo just really helped me through this, and I'd love to play more. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks, and I'll catch you on the next one. Be careful out there on the seas, lads.